barbecue with strawberry sauce to make a mix of vegetarian meaty sauce. I don't think that would go quite as well, my friend, Sir Mobster. Give it a go and see if you like it, but I've never tried it, but it doesn't really sound like they kind of pair together. But you never know. I could be wrong. It might be a new sensation, a strawberry barbecue, but I don't think they quite pair, to be honest with you, my friend. But give it a go. There's no harm in trying, is there? Oh, that's delicious. Oh my god. That is so good. Whew. Right, let's get a pan on for this rice, shall we? So what do I want to do? Oh yeah, I want to use a couple of cups of almond milk with this, don't I? Sorry, that was my almond vanilla milkshake from this morning. Well, basically almond and vanilla. I was going to put it on the dish this morning, but it didn't go anywhere, and I just didn't want to put it on there, so it wasn't going to bring anything to the dish, so I thought, leave it off. Why the heck not? What do I want? Almond milk, didn't I? So, we're not going to go crazy with the rice. So it's 2 to 1. Get the old quack quack. Quack quack duck. Duck cup, sorry. I want... Oh yeah, my rice is in front of me, isn't it? So, 2 to 1 with the rice. This is just basmati rice. You can use whatever rice you fancy. It's really entirely up to you. You can use long grain. You can use whatever. Whatever you fancy, it's up to you guys. That's more than enough rice, to be honest with you. So about a third of a cup. Why didn't I put the liquid in first? Whichever, it's fine. So I'm going to put about a cup of almond milk in there as well, and then heat that up, and then I'm going to add the rice to it once it comes up to the boil. I mean, you can add some. Might top it up with a little bit of water, so it's not just totally almond milk. But if you're allergic to nuts, there are alternatives. You can have what's it called? There is a thing called allergy-free milk, which is fantastic. It's a little bit more sugar than obviously almonds unsweetened, which has got no sugar in it whatsoever. But it's definitely an alternative if you want to lower your sugar levels rather than just having milk. So, you know, it's entirely up to you what you want to do. Right, so I've got the right amount in there now. So let's pop this onto the stove. So bottom, there we go. I'm going to boil the living daylights out a bit, but just put it onto the heat. And then we're going to add the rice to it. I'm going to add some desiccated coconut as well to it in a bit. I think you're wrong, thanks. No problem, I'll give it a go, Sir Mobster. If you think I'm wrong, give it a go and see what you think. Apple juice is used in many barbecue glazes in the south. Yeah, exactly. Well, maybe it will work. Do you know what I mean? You do have sweetness in barbecues. Do you know what I mean? So maybe cooking the strawberries down in it might work. You know, just that's all I said, guys. Give it a go. I've never used it, so I don't really know. But as I said, I don't really dabble with barbecue sauces because obviously there's quite a lot of high amounts of sugar. I do my own kind of barbecue sauce, which is reduced sugar. It's not quite the same because obviously you need sweetness for barbecue sauce, but it's not really my kind of things I really dabble in because I promote healthy alternative eating, which is lower sugar values and saturated fats. So, you know, it's not really a thing you really want to dabble with if you're promoting that, is it? So what we're going to do, I'm going to pop some of this away in the bin. Let's get this washed up as well. Awesome. So what we're going to do, strawberry rhubarb go so well together. Yum. Thank you, Chicago Benz. Yeah, they do go well together. Strawberry and rhubarb, very tasty, great flavors. But yeah, definitely for sure. I'm going to bake off the onion rings. It's on 180 degrees, guys, which is about 355 Fahrenheit, I believe. Hope I'm right with that. It should be. Yeah, cook them off. They only take about 5 minutes or so. So I'm going to cook out some of these wraps into the pan. They're not going to take long. You don't want it on a high heat. If you have it on a high heat, they'll cook very quick, but they'll also char. I don't want them charred. So you can cook them on a lowish heat, whichever you fancy, guys. So, you know, entirely up to you. What you want to do. I think strawberries would need an acid to go with it, as apples have a small bit of acid. Strawberries are slightly acidic, but not too much. Yeah, it all depends on what flavour of barbecue you're making and stuff, as I said. It's not really my kind of cup of tea. But give it a go. Whatever you fancy. So, what we're going to do... We're going to cook them out for a couple of minutes. I'm just going to switch the cameras around so you can see what I'm doing. So, let's have a look. Yeah, this is on a lowish heat. Still cooking away. It's not doing nothing, but it's on a very, very low heat. So they're almost done. They're almost cooking out. Don't want to cook them out so much they're going to dry up, but we need to cook them out a little bit. I like my cup of hot tea. Also, my friend. I'm not a big fan of hot drinks, but I do drink them now and again, but not very often. I'm very much a water man. I like my water more than anything. So let's have a look. They're getting there, to be honest with you. I need to turn these up. No, I'm not going to turn them up, because if I turn them up, the pan's just going to get way too hot, and then I'm going to need to turn it down. So just leave it on there. Be patient with it. So, X Confetti Bomb, thank you so much for that follow. Sorry I didn't shout you out, my friend. Thank you for that follow, my friend. How is your day going? Hope you're doing well. Appreciate the follow ever so much. So, what we're going to do is give this a bit of a wipe out, because there's flour everywhere on the board. So let's move that over a little bit. So you can use any kind of wholemeal flour, to be honest with you, rye flour, spelt flour, whatever kind of flour you want to use. Please feel free to use whatever you want. So yeah, it's up to you. For these wraps, you can use any, to be honest with you, it won't really matter. So there we go. They've cooked out nicely. I'm just going to put some of these to cook out as well. Watch your fingers as well, because it's going to be extremely hot, guys. So, that's good. As I said, if you want to put seeds in there, you can put some seeds in there if you really want to. You know, the choice is up to you guys, what you want to do with this mix. If you want to put seeds in there, you can. I think I put seeds in there last time before, and they turned out lovely. So, what we're going to do, carry on cooking these out, and then we're going to get the guacamole together, cook out the rice, and I think we could start plating up, to be honest, guys. It's not going to be too far off. This mix is looking pretty good, to be honest, which I'm very happy with. Flavour is absolutely beautiful in there as well. Really delicious. Really good. Okay. So let me just turn that up a little bit. I want to start juicing a bit more of the liquid, the flavour, at least. Right, so these can flip over. Delicious. Radio. So these wraps you can do at home. You can have them for snacks if you want to. The only thing with these, if you don't keep them covered, they don't really last too long. They only last a couple of days, but you've seen how long it takes me to make these wraps, and they don't really take long at all. So, you know, whichever it may be, it really doesn't take long. Is sun tea? I think in the UK, that with ice is the best. Sun tea, I'm not too sure what sun tea is. Is that like iced tea, is it? Or is that kind of a make or a brand of kind of tea as such? Never really heard it. I'm not, as I said, I'm not really a big tea or coffee drinker. Don't really have it very often, but I suppose I have it now and again. Some coffee, but it doesn't really kind of appear very much in my daily occurrence, kind of, so to speak. So I'm just going to pop these into the pan. Delicious, really delicious. So that milk is coming up to the boil now. It's almost there. So it's on number 4. I'm going to leave it on number 4. It's fine. And then we're going to cook off this last one, and then we should be done. We can start getting things together. The onion rings, they're almost there, to be honest with you, the onion rings, which is fantastic. So we can start getting things sorted now, which is really, really good. So these crisps, if you want to keep them warm, or the wraps, you can wrap them up in foil to keep them warm if you really want to. You know, it's entirely up to you. I think I've already flipped these over, haven't I? Yeah, I have. Yeah, you can wrap them up in foil if you want to keep the heat in them, but whichever it may be. You can do whatever, or you can cook them last minute and then just plate up, whichever it is. Now, choices there for you guys. You can decide what you want to do with this. Not a problem at all. So, chuck the cans away. Ready for recycling? Why the heck not? Ready for today. So, guys, thank you so much for being here today. It's been really good fun doing these dishes. I'm not finished yet, obviously, but I wanted to say thank you so much for your dedication and support that you guys give me. It's I really do appreciate it ever so much. So let's have a look. So once this milk comes up to a boil, we're going to add the rice to it. Right, we're going to do our last little crisp, one left, and that's it. This is almost up to the boil. So I'm going to chuck the rice in a second, and I'm going to cook that off. Get it nice and cooked out. Now you can add coconut, desiccated coconut to this if you want. I'm going to add a very small amount to it, so it's for the coconut rice as such. So whichever you want to do, you can.